Sa ibang balita, iginiit ni Pangulong Noynoy Aquino na mahalaga ang paghahanda para maiwasan ang malaking epekto sa ekonomiya ng posibleng pagkakaroon ng kakulangan sa supply ng kuryente sa 2015. Ayon sa Pangulo, posibleng umabot sa 9 hanggang 20 bilyong piso ang mawawala sa ekonomiya dulot ng rotating brownouts sa loob ng 3 buwan. Si Rocky Ignacio ang ating tagapagpalit.
Binigyan din ni Pangulo Aquino ang epekto sa ekonomiya sakaling hindi maresolba ang posibleng pagnipis ng power reserve ng bansa sa darating na tag-araw sa 2015. Sinabi ito ng Pangulo sa harap ng kahilingan ng Special Authority sa Kongreso para tugunan ang nakaumang nakakulangan ng supply ng kuryente sa susunod na taon. Sa harap ng Foreign Correspondents Associations of the Philippines, inilahad ng Pangulo ang projection ng gobyerno na aabot sa 9 hanggang sa mahigit na 20 bilyong piso ang mawawala sa ekonomiya sa 5 oras na rotating brownout sa loob ng 3 buwan.
The higher figure assumes a worst scenario of 5 hours a day, also for 3 months. The economic cost as estimated pertains to output foregone, i.e. GDP loss from stoppage of economic activities. The estimate does not include foregone investment and tourist arrivals arising from the negative impact of the power outage on the country's image and investment and tourist destinations. That's a few centavos ang pinapakita sa ating computations, no? Versus more or less initial estimate of up to 23 billion on reduction in the GDP if there is an outage.
Sinabi ito ng Pangulo sa report na hindi naman umano ganong kalala ang sitwasyon ng umano'y pagnipis ng power reserves ng bansa sa susunod na taon. Nauna nang sinabi ni Energy Secretary Jericho Petilla na kailangan ng bansa ang 300 hanggang mahigit 1,000 megawatt na reserba para sa posibleng shortage kasama ng hydro at geothermal power plant.
The projections are not that big an increase. No? But at the end of the day, you will be getting from sources that are more expensive like diesel, like bunker oil, no? Rather than, for instance, from coal or from hydro or geothermal sources. So that's to be expected. So yung companies that we talk to have this phrase, no? The most expensive power is no power.
Samantala, kinumpirma rin ng Pangulo na hindi na option ang pagrenta ng generator set sa halip na mas titingnan ang implementasyon ng Interruptible Load Program o ILP. Plano na rin hilingin ng Malacanang sa Korte Suprema ang agarang pagresolba sa ipinalabas na writ of kalikasan na pumigil sa implementasyon ng Redondo Peninsula Energy sa Subic. Ito'y upang masimula na ang pagtatayo ng 600 megawatts na coal-fired power plant na magbibigay dagdag sa supply ng enerhiya sa Luzon.
So, again, we in the executive who will be blamed if there is a shortage wanted a lot of options to draw from. We were asking actually for about 400 megawatts, no? To be able to rent these generators that could add 400 megawatts, even if the worst case scenario is about 1,000 megawatt shortage. Hey, what do we want to see in the coming days? Perhaps we'd also like to ask the judiciary to finally rule on the Redondo issue in Subic Bay, no? With finality. As you know, that could have been decided rather quickly from our perspective. And if it had been approved, then you would have additional 600 megawatts already being produced by the end of this year. But it's still pending with them. So the ground has been prepared, and after that, nothing else. Because there is that pending issue with the courts.
May pag-aaral na rin anya kung pwedeng i-convert ang Bataan Nuclear Power Plant sa gas-powered o coal-powered plant. Para sa Telebisyon ng Bayan, Rocky Ignacio.